For more than 2 months, we've been looking into how certain members of the Republican House leadership spent campaign funds in the past 3 years. Tonight, Stacey Cameron has obtained new internal Republican Party documents that raise serious campaign finance questions. Questions few in the party are willing to answer. Stacey?
Kelly, for Oklahoma Republicans, 2006 was an historic election. That year, the GOP won 57 House seats in the House of Representatives here in Oklahoma, meaning Republicans would maintain control of the House for the first time in state history. But while some Republicans were busy celebrating their legislative victory, others in the party were questioning how they went about it.
Internal Republican Party documents obtained by News 9 show that some high-ranking Republicans may have violated campaign finance rules and the law in the final months of the 2006 election. During that campaign, the Oklahoma Republican State House Committee was in charge of raising money to help elect House Republicans. Representative Trebor Worthen was Speaker Lance Cargill's choice to run the House Committee. And as head of that committee, Worthen was in close contact with Cargill throughout the 2006 campaign.
I would report to him on what was going on with races.
Sources say Worthen also discussed House committee matters with Cargill's chief political consultant, Fount Holland. According to these documents, Worthen, Cargill, and Holland targeted specific House races, campaigns they felt could be lost to the Democrats. But based on conversation with party insiders, when those three decided to use the House committee and help candidates win, that's when the GOP's alleged campaign finance troubles began.
It was a party-building effort.
The party-building effort Representative Worthen is referring to is a campaign fund called Victory. In August of 2006, sources say the House committee approached the Oklahoma County Republican Party about setting up a so-called Victory Fund. That fund would raise thousands of dollars from sitting lawmakers in order to help certain Republican candidates win their races. But according to sources, several members of the county GOP leadership objected. However, these documents show that Angie LaPlante, the county party's chairperson, ignored those objections and with the help of the House committee, went ahead and set up the fund anyway. And as this memo indicates, no one inside the county party's leadership, other than LaPlante, would be involved in deciding how to spend the county's victory money. It's a series of allegations Worthen denies, saying the county party's executive committee had full knowledge of the 2006 Victory Fund.
Those members approved the creation of the Victory Fund and then oversaw its operations.
But according to sources, Oklahoma County GOP leadership never saw the victory money. Instead, two men, Dave Bond and Steve Curry, took control of the funds. And according to sources in these documents, spending decisions were specifically directed by the House Committee and its executive director, Josh Kivett. And Kivett, based on these internal emails obtained by News 9, was taking his orders from Speaker Cargill's political consultant, Fount Holland.
Legally, a political action committee like a Victory Fund is allowed to spend money on party-building activities, things like voter registration and voter turnout on Election Day.
But these documents show Oklahoma County's victory operation was contracting people to do more than just party build. In at least 7 races, people called field reps were being paid directly by the county party to work with candidates. Their work included managing election budgets, paying campaign bills, and coordinating the candidate's campaign schedule, a clear violation of campaign finance rules, according to an election law expert consulted by News 9. And that's because the county party and the House committee had already donated the maximum contribution of $5,000 to each of the campaigns. For his part, Representative Worthen disagrees, saying the House committee did nothing wrong.
I just don't agree that that because a field rep would have been involved directly with a candidate, that would be a contribution to that campaign.
However, invoices obtained by News 9 and campaign finance reports show that the House committee was paying mileage for at least one of the campaign field reps, another rule violation according to News 9's campaign finance expert. And according to sources inside the House committee, these alleged violations occurred with the direct knowledge and approval of Speaker Cargill.
Despite our request for an interview, none of the people involved in this story would agree to go on camera other than Representative Worthen. However, earlier tonight, Josh Kivett, the House Committee's executive director, denied any involvement in the Victory Fund's operation. Kelly?
All right, Stacey. Angie LaPlante and Dave Bond also issued statements tonight saying Oklahoma County GOP leadership approved the creation of the Victory Fund, and 2 lawyers gave opinions saying it was ethical and legal. But News 9 once again contacted its sources all inside the county GOP who say no such approval was ever given.